Time now to open the notebook for This Week in Baseball's TWIB notes from around the majors.
Hey folks, welcome back to another week at Sidetracks Board Game Club in Ellwood City. We've been doing a lot of planning over the last few weeks, been busy getting ready for different events and basically planning everything out for the rest of the summer. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. If you're starting to think about what your kids are going to do after school and how you're going to keep them busy and away from their screens, take a look at our summer camps. We'll be having 3 different summer camps in the month of July, and they're going to be a really great time. They're fairly inexpensive. Signing up for those summer camps also includes a summer membership. So if your kids sign up for camp, they'll also be able to come and play during all the open gaming times all summer long. So take a look at that, and as you're making your summer plans, work in a board game camp for your kids. Our spring season will be coming to an end soon with Memorial Day, so now's the time to renew your memberships and get ready for the summer. The summer membership is going to be the same cost. It's just $60 to sign up for a membership, which will get you discounted tournament entries and all open gaming times for free all summer long. So that's 3 months for just $60. So now's a great time to sign up and have something fun to do. We'll have the air conditioning going all summer, and come in anytime, take a break, and enjoy the AC and play some games. We're also going to be doing a chess club this summer on Friday afternoons from noon to 2, and that'll go from June 14th until August 9th. So every Friday afternoon from noon to 2, we'll have a group of folks who are interested in playing chess. So if you're looking for a partner and looking for, some new opponents to try out your skills, all skill levels are welcome. Even if you don't know how to play chess, we can teach you how to play. But if you're looking to hook up with some other people who like to play chess, Friday afternoons all through the summer would be your time. A big event we got coming up here in a couple weeks is International Tabletop Day. So this is a special day just to celebrate gaming, and it's on Saturday, June 1st. We're going to have a 24-hour gaming marathon starting on Friday night at midnight, so that's May 31st, from midnight until midnight on Saturday night, so 24 hours. And we're going to have sort of a special game within a game. If you're here, and you don't have to be here the full 24 hours, but you'll be able to unlock achievements, so to speak, and gain points for different things that you do while you're here. So check out our International Tabletop 24-hour marathon video on our YouTube channel if you're interested in that. I'm sure there'll be people coming and going. We're going to be having prize giveaways throughout the 24-hour marathon, and it's going to be a great time.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, all the way from Sesame Street, Cookie Monster.
On 2, on 3.
For this week's 7th inning stretch, we're going to talk about a game mechanism called area control. And sometimes you'll have area control, area majority. There are different sort of ways to integrate it into a game. But in the last 7th inning stretch, if you follow our TWIB notes, we talked about a game called World's Fair. And in World's Fair, you're trying to take control of different areas of the fair. And when you control those areas, you earn tokens. And so you're putting out your supporters to influence those different regions of the board. And it's paired with another mechanism of set collection. The most pure area control game that most people are familiar with is going to be Risk. Okay, if you've played Risk, that's the whole game. You're trying to take over the world. You're trying to control certain regions, certain continents on the board to score points and to build bigger armies and take control of the board. And so Risk is pretty basic. I'm not a huge fan of Risk because there's so much luck involved in the dice rolling and the way the combat is done in that game. But I played a lot of Risk when I was a kid, gotten plenty of arguments with my brothers about that game. A more modern game that's similar, but I like it a lot more, is a game called Small World. And this is very similar to Risk in that you're trying to control different parts of the board. But in this game, there are different factions. And so you take on different races with different abilities, and the combinations change every time. So you may have flying dwarfs, or you may have berserk humans, or there's all kinds of weird stuff, different wizards, and so it's fun because the people you play are different than the characters that other people play, and you get to choose. You can kind of bid on which ones you think are the best and which ones you like. But essentially, it's like Risk. You're trying to control different parts of the board, and the more of the board that you control, the more points you're going to get. So there's lots of good games out there. There's a game called El Grande that's a classic, and I think they're coming out with a reprint of that. And again, there are certain games where if you control an entire area, you're going to get a certain amount of points. Whereas if you have the majority of that area, but you don't control the whole thing, you'll get a lesser amount of points. And then maybe you have influence in a certain area. So you have somebody there, but there are other players that have more people than you. A game that comes to mind in that regard is Bootleggers, where you're trying to send your thugs into the speakeasies during the Prohibition era, and you're trying to muscle out the competition and have the most influence in those speakeasies so that they'll buy your bootleg whiskey. And so there's an area control aspect of the game, but there's a bunch of other stuff going on as well. So area control tends to be something that's pretty straightforward. It's easy to learn. You try to take over as much territory as you can and hold it. Pretty basic. But it's really fun. Most of the time, you got to be ready for a little bit of competition, obviously, because this is a competitive and sort of a combative game mechanic. But it's a lot of fun. As far as our schedule this week, we have our after-school clubs on Tuesday and Wednesday, our game and sip night on Thursday. We'll have open gaming on Friday and Saturday. Our feature game of the week, our Friday feature presentation, is the game Concordia, which is a really cool game where you're trading different goods in the Mediterranean, and it's got a deck building aspect to it. It's also got some area control, so it's a really cool game, not very difficult to learn. It's got a lot of really cool aspects, a lot of different combinations and strategies you can try out. So every game you play is a little bit different. Really fun game. So come on in Friday night, check it out. So we hope you have a great week, and we hope you'll make some time to come down, grab a seat, and play some games. See ya.